Acting Speaker, today I would like to talk about the recently held Long Service and Safety Awards, which were held last Friday by Nyrstar Porphyry Smelters to celebrate their employees who have been employed and working at the plant, celebrating 10-year service, 25-year service, 40-year service, 45-year service, and also in this instance, two 50-year people with 50 years of service. There were 44 employees that were celebrated in the years of service, which is a really remarkable achievement when considering the challenges that this plant has endured over many years, especially with the voluntary administration of Pasminco and the recent transformation of the plant itself. Mr Acting Speaker, to acknowledge these employees' dedication, I would like to mention their names for each of their years of service. For the 10-year service was Richard Cable, Jared Davies, Aaron Featherson-Hoare, Matt Haldane, Stuart McMahon, James Pavlich, Stuart Rosenberg, Craig Schoder, Emily Tan, Kylie Templer, Jason Todd and Peter Turvey. 25 years, Stephen Blight, Mark Crouch, Jared Davis, Scott Gray, Shane Gregory, Justin Holman, Dieter Lunsman, Mick Northcott, William Norton, Simon Ohms, Joel Sard, Jason Scarman, Paul Seafang, Michael Smith, Stephen Stringer, Craig Schwers and Shane Wilton. For the 40-year service, Kingsley Court, Paul Dibbins, Darren Hayes, Paul Lowby, David Scarman and Gabrielle Tursey. And 45 years, Mr Acting Speaker, Rodney Clark, Robert Flavel, Jeffrey Irving, Robert Oaklands, Vito Porter, John Spadavici. And the 50-year service, Michael Camporelli and also David McPherson. Mr Acting Speaker, the scary part about that is that when I started the smelters in '78, and then quite a few of these people were trades apprentices in the machine shop where I actually had a stint in there, so it is a bit daunting. But Mr Speaker, the total years of service of these employees that I have just mentioned today represent nearly 1,200 hours service at this plant. 1,200 years of service, dedicated service to this plant here in Port Pirie. I personally know that there have been employees in these categories that have either moved on or have passed on. Now, Mr Speaker, that would have put these, there's been a great opportunity in the plant there for people, and there's a couple of families, that the Scarman family in particular many years ago, they had 4 generations working at the smelters, and one of the recipients of that was there for 57 years. And it just goes to show you that the dedication and the support that these people have on that and the dedication to their community. There is really remarkable achievement and proves that loyalty that employees of the plant have had in the works over these years, and also the importance that the support of the various owners of the plant over the years has shown to the community of Port Pirie and the surrounds. As we all know here, when I first started, it was BHAS, and then they went through a bit of turmoil. Then we went into Pasminco. Pasminco went into voluntary administration, and thank goodness the banks took the equity the assets as the equity. And I will say this, Mr Speaker, the community rallied together, the unions stuck together, everybody worked together to get that plant out of the voluntary administration, and we're still there. That was over nearly 35 years ago. So that is an absolutely great credit to the community of Port Pirie and also to the workers there. But then also they went to Zinifex and then went to Nyrstar, and just recently, now that Nyrstar were owned by 2%, I think the percentage was originally by Trafigura, the world's second largest commodity trader, and just recently in the last few years, now Trafigura are 100% the shareholders in the plant, and I see great opportunities there. But with these people here today, nearly 1,200 years of service is really an indictment of the community there, and especially with the older people there. But for these two people, Michael Camporelli and David McPherson, to actually serve in the one plant for 50 years, continuous service, is a dedication to them and to their commitment, but also a dedication and a tribute to their families to allow them to do that. So again, Mr Speaker, it's with privilege I've been able to get this message across today.